Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we will discuss how do you authenticate to your Azure environment from the Terraform configuration. And with this option, in this case, we are going to use the Azure CLI Authentication, which means that we'll use the Azure CLI login option to authenticate to your Azure environment from the Terraform code. Let's go back to our demonstration. Let's use the Visual Studio Code for the demonstration of this use case. So here in the Visual Studio Code, I have the Terraform configuration, which is using the required provider, which is version, required provider, which is AzureRM. And then the version it's trying to use is the 3.0. Here in the resource provider option, at the moment, this provider is empty, and after that we are trying to create a simplest resource, which is a resource group in my Azure environment. So let's see how does it works. If I try to run the Terraform import command or Terraform init command, so it's trying to download the required version of the provider, which is 3.0, and as you can see that the provider is successfully downloaded. It has created a log file as well, and the Terraform initialization is successfully completed. Now if I try to run the Terraform plan command, having the Terraform provider block as an empty, it will try to connect to my Azure account using the provider block or the provider configuration which we have in this code, and it will fail. As you can see that as it is expected, it's failing because neither I'm logged into my machine using the Azure CLI login option, nor we have specified any provider configuration such as the service principal here in the provider block. So it's not able to connect to the Azure environment. Basically, it is lost where to connect to provision this resource. Now to resolve this problem, one way is to use the service principal, which we have seen in our previous demonstration. The other way is to resolve the issue is, if you are running your program locally, is to run the Terraform plan after you log into your Azure subscription using the AZ login command, which is Azure CLI login command. So I'll use the Azure CLI login command to connect to my Azure subscription. I'll run AZ space login command. Login is completed. As you can see that I am successfully able to connect to my Azure subscription with this particular tenant ID. Now if I run Terraform plan with the same code, it has successfully worked because this time it was able to connect to the Azure environment, which is my Azure subscription, with the help of my account details, which is my Azure CLI login details. So this was the demonstration of how do you use the Azure CLI to connect to your Azure environment from your Terraform code. I hope you have found this useful.